Hey Pisces, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of May 2020. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my white tarot deck. For clarifiers, I will use my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck. And then, Pisces, I will end your reading with the Numerology Guidance card. So I hope you all are staying well. I know it's been a challenging time for all of us, and I'm really feeling like for you, Pisces, you're kind of settled into a groove. So, you know, while this isn't the absolute best circumstance, at the same time, you're making the best of it for you. And that's just something I was feeling. Excuse me. As I was starting to shuffle your cards here. Okay. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, for those of you who've been with me a while, you know that I read jumper cards, which means as I shuffle the deck, you will see cards fly out. You will see cards flip over, whatever. Those are the cards that I do choose to read because I do believe that they are significant. So what do we need to know? For the sign of Pisces, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of May 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? All right, Pisces, something major. A major change is coming for you at the beginning of May. I'm feeling like this is kind of an emotional thing. But the change is for the better. So, you know, don't be alarmed. Don't freak out. The only reason why I see some emotions coming up is because I see this Three of Swords here. Three of Swords, sometimes it's about heartbreak, being disappointed, being discouraged. I get it. But it's not something that totally throws you out of the game, so to speak. I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I mean, these certain cards sometimes stick out to me. And I'm looking at the Death card, Three of Swords, Lovers, and Five of Cups. And then, of course, we have our Pentacles here. So pay attention to your money, Pisces. As we move into the first week of May, you're going to have to really, really pay attention to your spending, okay? This doesn't mean that I'm not saying you're going to go broke or bankrupt. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that, you know, work for you is going to have its ups and downs. You might not necessarily be in a consistent workflow as we move into the month of May. And because of that, you're just going to have to be a little bit more creative with your spending. That's what I'm seeing with these two cards here. You know, not that money is not coming. It definitely is. But you just have to maybe plan a little bit differently. You may have to spend more here, less here, maybe pay more here, so you can pay less later. It's that type of thing, okay? That's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm getting, at least for the first week of May. Now, let's go back to this major change that is coming your way. This is something very positive. This is something that's going to impact your life in a very big way. And I'm feeling like it has a little bit of an emotional tie to it. Now, it could be a personal relationship here because we do have the Lovers card. Or it could be that, I mean, is your dream job or your dream business finally starting to show up? Is there like this amazing offer coming your way, so much so that it disrupts every other area of your life? It could be something on that scale, Pisces. It could be something that huge. And the only reason why I say that is because I see these two cards here. The Death card means your life changes so much so where it's almost like you literally do feel like a part of you has died because there's a whole new life coming your way. There's a whole new adventure, a whole new experience, a whole new way of living. Now, the Lover's card is also a divine union of some sort. It's a divine coming together. This could be a partnership. This could be a dream job. This could be an opportunity that you have been waiting for, something that sets your heart on fire. And maybe it's something that, causes you to have to move or relocate or travel the world. Who knows? It's just something that I'm feeling like you're going to be a little bit torn because we have the Three of Swords here. So maybe it is your dream job, but they say, oh, but you have to move. Well, you want to do it, but you don't want to leave your family. But that is going to change your life in every way, right? So just get ready, Pisces, because a big change is coming for you as we move into the month of May. Something very powerful, something very big, but I feel like it's really going to set your heart on fire. Now, we also have the Five of Cups here. Now, the Five of Cups is about you making decisions and kind of second-guessing yourself. Or sometimes it's about you feeling guilty about a decision you already made. Now, as this relates to your money, it could be that maybe you made a decision and now you're second-guessing yourself. Or maybe you're seeing, was that the right thing to do, or was it the right timing for that? Excuse me. I just want you to know, Pisces, that I don't necessarily think that this is something you need to worry about. I feel like this is something where you're second guessing yourself, but there's not any reason for you to second guess yourself. But you know what? Let's see what other cards show up, because I don't feel like this is something that is directly related to money or work. I feel like this is something more in the personal space, in your personal space, but the feelings sometimes affect our professional space. And I hope that makes sense. But let's go ahead and see what else shows up. What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2020. All right. Okay, as we move into that second week of May, Pisces, you know what? Money is definitely going to be moving. It's going to be moving. Now, this is a good thing because we all know the energy of money, the velocity of money I like to talk about. But money is definitely moving around you, okay? So just know there is no shortage. There is no lack. And you are going to be getting your share, probably more than your share, but you're going to be getting paid. I definitely see that happening in the second week of May. Now, you're going to be getting paid. You're going to be getting money. You're going to be, in that workflow, money flow. It's all good. However, we have the Emperor here in the reverse. Now, the Emperor, when he shows up in the reverse, sometimes this is us not necessarily researching or educating ourselves or doing the work necessary in order to prepare and make better decisions. So sometimes, it could be for whatever reason. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you don't have no interest in studying something or researching a project or researching money or learning about finances, whatever it may be. When the Emperor shows up, this means lack of preparation, okay? Now, this could be something that causes you to be overly cautious, which is what we see here with this Four of Pentacles, because this is about holding on tightly to our money, not wanting to make any mistakes, not wanting to spend, just being overly cautious, right? The other hand could be lack of preparation sometimes also shows up with us being a little bit more careless. So wherever you fall, just know that this is a heads up. You have to do the work. You have to be prepared. Now, the good thing is that as we move through that second week of May, we have the World card here in the upright position, and then we also have the Three of Wands in the upright position. Now, the World card upright is the completion of a cycle. This is also too, this could be a travel card, which may or may not be happening in May. Who knows? But it could be travel. It very well could be travel. Also, too, like I said, the World card is a very positive card because it shows that things finally come together and that things just kind of work out for your greater good. Things work out for you better than what you had anticipated, and sometimes things work out for you not only presently but also in the future in ways that you didn't expect or ways that you didn't plan for. So just know that even though you may you may have some areas where you're feeling a little unprepared or maybe a little unknowledgeable, it's not something that's going to throw you off 100%. Actually, it's probably not going to throw you off very much because you have other areas of your life that you're very diligent in, and those areas do pay off for you. We also have the Three of Wands here. This is you really contemplating your future. Excuse me. I feel like you're going to be making some decisions, especially as it relates to your work or your business, where you're starting to see, is this really something I want to continue with for the rest of my life, or even for the time being? I'm feeling like you're ready to make a move, Pisces. You're really considering, it may be time to move on from what you're currently doing. Also, too, you're starting to think about what you want to do when you don't have to work. In other words, retiring, or how can you rearrange your life to where you're not constantly working. You do want to get to that point where, I don't want to work forever, but at the same time, I do want money coming in. So I feel like you're contemplating a lot of things, Pisces, and you're starting to make decisions as they relate to your future plans. Excuse me. So what do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of May 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? Okay. All right, Pisces, I do see you traveling. Okay, there's definitely going to be some travel here, and I say that because I see the Six of Swords. The World card sometimes for me means travel. Like I said, it can mean other things too, but a lot of times when I see this card show up, it means travel. And I wasn't too sure if it was travel, but now that I see the Six of Swords, this is a travel card too. So I see you're going to be taking some type of a trip. There's going to be some type of a movement, some type of a going away in the month of May, probably more in the second half. You're moving away from something. Could be a job. It could also be like you going away somewhere for training, or maybe for like an interview, or maybe you just kind of scoping out an area to see if this is where you want to relocate, if this is where you want to, build a business, something like that. You are going to be having some type of travel, some type of trip, and it is going to be something work related. And I'm seeing that happen in the second half of May. Now, we also have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is about you making decisions as it relates to your personal life, but also work too. Sometimes it's about reconsidering exactly what it is you want to do right now. And I also see that you're also really thinking about your family in the second half of May. You're thinking about how you're going to... The word provide keeps coming to my mind, and I don't know if provider is the right word, but maybe it is. That's why it's coming out. But you're really thinking about how you're going to be a provider for your family. And this isn't just for men. I'm also feeling that for all Pisces, whether you're the masculine, the feminine, or a combination thereof. It's like you're really thinking about being a provider. How can you set yourself up and set your family up for success, both in the short and long term. Now, we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, now she's someone who's very meticulous with her money. Again, but when she shows up in the reverse, that means you really need to pay attention to something. There's something that you need to study a bit more. And I say that because she fell on the reverse Emperor. Now, the reverse Emperor is all about lack of preparation. Queen of Pentacles reverse is about needing to get more knowledge, needing more study, needing more research, okay? So if there's something money or business related that you have been kind of procrastinating on, Pisces, try to catch up on that as we move into May, because there's something that you need to be well versed on. There's something that you need to really be on your A game about, because it's going to be coming up for you later. You know, if you don't know all the details, or if you don't know how something goes, if you don't know what you need to know, it could cost you. So just, you know, I'm giving you a heads up. Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords, this means somebody's trying to take something away from you. And whenever this card shows up, sometimes it means literally someone going behind your back and trying to take something. Or it just means that sometimes there's someone who is taking away something from you indirectly. And you have to pay attention to that. It could be something energetically, it could be something emotionally, or it could be something monetarily. But it does affect your work, it does affect your business. So pay attention to who's around you. And if your gut tells you something about someone, acknowledge that. Make your best decisions based on that. And also trust that, because there is something or someone around you that is trying to take something away. We also have the Magician card. This is all about alchemy. This is about you taking what you have and making the best of it. You know, really turning any situation into an advantage for you. This is a powerful trait that you have, Pisces. You know, you have the ability to make something out of nothing, literally. You have the ability to make every situation benefit you. And you're definitely going to be in your comeuppance as you see as we move into the second half of May. Now, we also have the Five of Pentacles here. This is in the upright. We saw this same card here in the beginning of the month. So again, just pay attention to your spending. Be very, very careful. Stay on top of your bills. I think you probably already know this, but just be very, very diligent about how you're spending, and try not to overcompensate for something else by spending too much. And I don't really feel like that's something you would normally do, Pisces, but for some reason it's coming through that you just have to be very, very careful, and you have to pay attention to the details as it relates to your money. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? All right, Pisces. So as we close out the month of May, there's going to be a lot of stop and go, okay? You're going to have some, maybe some projects that started. They're going to be on hold. There's going to be some delays, or there's just going to be some things that just don't exactly fire off the way they should. Now, the Ace of Swords means that there is something in the works. There's a brand new project, a brand new opportunity. Something is in the works. However, it's just not going to happen right now, at least not within this timing. There's something that is, it's like everything is not ready to launch. So something is going to be put on hold. Now, this Page of Wands is also, this is a message coming through. Now, this is a message of a delay. The Page of Wands, usually it's something work related whenever I see the wands. And when this is in the reverse position, this tells me that you're going to get news, you're going to get a message, you're going to get some type of information that there's a delay on something. And I think that just kind of confirms what I was already feeling and seeing with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So as we move towards the end of May, just know that there's going to be a lot of things on hold. There's going to be delays, there's going to be postponements, maybe even a cancellation. So, but this is not anything that's going to necessarily affect you directly, Pisces. This is just something that was kind of out in the ethers, and you're trying to bring it together. And so for whatever reason, things just get held up. We also have the Three of Pentacles here. Someone is going to, they're going to want to work with you, but you're not going to want to work with them. Sounds crazy, but that's what I'm getting here. People recognize you, Pisces. They see that you're very talented and that you're very skilled. And they reach out to you and they say, hey, let's work together. You're kind of maybe not that excited, maybe not that in tune with the particular project. Just know that you're going to have an offer coming your way, and the other person's going to be more excited about it than you are. Again, we have the Six of Pentacles here. This is, you being careful with your spending. I'm getting that through several cards here, Pisces. So just really pay attention to your spending throughout the month of May. If you can save a little bit more, do so. If you can pay bills maybe a couple months ahead, do so. Because this is the third card that we got for your reading that kind of was giving me that sense of you paying attention to your money more so throughout the month of May. It was the Six of Pentacles reverse, Five of Pentacles here, Four of Pentacles, and then we also had the Five of Pentacles there. So just be really careful. Like I said, I don't see anything saying you're going to go bankrupt, nothing like that, far from it. But, again, I think if you can get just maybe a little bit ahead of yourself as far as paying your bills, I'm seeing that as a setup for something that's going to be really, really good. It's like, do what you can to get ahead, because that's less you're going to have to worry about. And it actually might be a very good thing, because you may have something else coming up in the pipeline where you're going to be like, oh, thank God I paid this bill 2 months ahead of time, because I'm doing this now, or I'm out of the country and I can't, pay a bill, or whatever the case may be. It's something definitely positive, though. You got the Ten of Cups. This is the ultimate joy, happiness, fulfillment, contentment. Just a very, very positive card. This is very, very good. Your month is going to end on a definite high note, Pisces. So get ready. Whatever it is you've been waiting for, whatever it is that you're hoping for, whatever it is that you're working towards, you're going to see some positive signs of that as we close out the month of May. Finally, we have the King of Wands here. This is a job offer, or this is definitely a move up in your work or in your business. Sometimes I see this when there's a promotion. I also see this card when you're being recognized and you're being noticed by people in authority. They see, hey, this person's really talented. Hey, this person is really, really skilled. I think we need to level her or level him up in some way, shape, or form. But whatever the case may be, like I said, this is a promotion. This is advancement on some level. This is also something to where, you actually work with authorities, managers, supervisors, and you do something, like I said, that really, really progresses you and up levels you in your current position. So overall, Pisces, your month is all about change. Your month is also about careful spending. And I also feel that your month is about movement. Okay? I think all of those are very, very clear. And like I said, pay attention to your spending. But again, it's definitely going to end on a high note. And it's exciting. You've got a lot of positive changes coming your way. And you also have a lot of growth is what I'm feeling too. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a numerology guidance card. Oh my gosh. I couldn't have predicted a better card. Excuse me. You got 93. Happy ending. And that's literally what I just said here. You do have a happy ending for the month of May. Your number is 93, or 9 and 3. Those are your numbers for the month of May. So Pisces, yeah, this is all good. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. Also, if you're interested in connecting with me for a private reading, I will have that information linked for you in the description. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you again next month.